This may not be as exciting as an IPL final, but it has its good moments. Mr and Mrs Mahi, starring Janhvi Kapoor and Rajkummar Rao, is the latest Bollywood movie that's released in the UAE cinemas. This may not be as exciting as an IPL final, but it has its good moments. We are talking about Janhvi Kapoor and Rajkummar's new movie called Mr and Mrs Mahi. This is a new Bollywood film directed by Sharan Sharma. We have Rajkummar Rao, who plays Mahendra, who's an aspiring cricketer. He comes from the state of Rajasthan. He wants to represent his state in the country level cricket match. But then he fails, and his overbearing and toxic father, played by Kumud Mishra, convinces him to join his family business. He is very unhappy, but his life takes a different spin when he meets Janhvi Kapoor's character, who plays Mahima. She is also known as Mahi. So Mr and Mrs Mahi form this unique partnership where they decide to pursue cricket. Apparently, as a kid, she wanted to be a cricketer, but her passive-aggressive father convinced her that following medicine is a great idea. She relents, she's happy, but then it's her husband, Mahendra, who convinces her that it's not up to your parents to chart your dreams, it's up to you to make those life choices. There are several interesting themes that are explored in this drama. We have a guy who suffers from real low self-esteem. He then looks to his wife, turns to be her cheerleader, looking for respect from the outside world and from her, without realizing that somewhere the respect has to come from within. So this movie does deal with a lot of dynamics between even parents and children, how Indian overbearing parents often don't know what is best for their kids, etc. There are several complex themes that are addressed in this movie. The problem is that it is all packed into 1.5 hours or 2 hours film, so it kind of gets lost in translation. There's also this interesting dynamic where Rajkummar Rao's character gets jealous of Janhvi Kapoor's rising success. She becomes a cricketer, whereas he feels that he's not being credited enough despite being her coach, despite giving her life direction and renewed purpose. All of those issues on the surface are dealt with nicely, but there is no depth to it, and that's where the film fails. When it comes to performances, Rajkummar Rao and Janhvi Kapoor are on a very strong wicket. They give it their all, they put their best foot forward. In the beginning, the chemistry isn't very apparent, but as the movie grows along, the pair grows on us. But the sad part about it, although it is powered by very good performances, even from Kumud Mishra, who plays a very overbearing Indian dad, or Zarina Wahab, who plays Rajkummar Rao's very understanding mother, who gives him a crash course on adulting, I feel that all these characters are sometimes a bit lost and you get a bit bored. Somewhere along the way, you feel the conflicts in the film are very repetitive. I mean, we have seen this theme of a jealous husband, of a husband who's extremely jealous of a very successful wife. We have seen that in movies like Abhiman. So you feel that it's just being forced into it. It's not very convincing. But when it comes to performances, I think that's the strong point of this film. This movie may lag in between and you may find yourself checking your phone from time to time. But I think the heart is in its right place. So therefore, you go along with the ride. I've gone with 2.5 out of 5. For our full review, you can always go to gulfnews.com and do tell us what you think of the movie.